Today is the 126th birthday of Football Club Barcelona. And I like this. En couleur, en school, una historia, talking about Barcelona and the journey that they've been on. I think that a Barcelona holiday, Barcelona birthday, even they themselves say, "Man, it's a only team be share. Team Barca Barca and Sandano so Pai Deportivo Alaves. They will share be channel. And off the back of the weekend disappointing results at Chelsea, Barca would want to get back to winning ways and win a game. And what a game than the one at home at the Spotify Camp Nou after a not so good week. And I like what Hansi Flick Eka. You see, as someone kind of several times, say the Barca problem is not just about highline. If you don't take care, you simplify the situation. Hansi Flick said sometimes a certain defenders no ever forward them are parking there constricted. And said they make forward to be pressing. So be at me side then the highline becomes effective. If they don't do that, then the effectiveness of the highline a little bit affected and more on them. And this one Hansi Flick and we are on the Prematch press conference. See, we are down, hurt, but tomorrow we fight back, and I think that is true. Nyami Adama and at 3 p.m. Ghana time, Abantia Fred Hansi African in the Manchester will go on and play. They play against Deportivo Alaves the next few days. Remember against Atletico de Madrid, Real Betis. Then they go back to the Champions League against Frankfurt. The good news of Football Club Barcelona, and it's Abantia friend Frankie De Jong, Abantia friend Pedri Gonzalez, and you're back at it. Which one the way Barca ball born because they play lots of the times to the ball into nominally. Pedri and Frankie de Jong are like 2 6s. But whilst the game is in motion, these two players essentially are 2 8s because constantly they are high up the pitch. And that is where they constantly recycle, retain possession, and then of course keep the Barcelona attack going. And Pedri will be very important for them, especially for the run of games. Atletico de Madrid, Frankfurt, all the games that are left. Once Pedri is fully back into the Football Club Barcelona team, a goal. Of course, for the very first time this season, it looks as if you are going to enter a session where Yebenya Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Lamine Yamal all fit play for the team like last season. Which, and now, Louis Enrique Casembu on the pre-match press conference, and say, "We are Arsenal ni, we are Bayern ni, we are Chelsea ni, we are Napoli ni." I'm talking about all those who lead their leagues, Paris Saint-Germain, and I do want the Champions League. Which people have to accept that. Being the leader of any table in November, December, who here? Who can last season? By this time, Mohamed Salah was in the shout for Ballon d'Or. What matters most is by March, April, May, June, when we go to World Cup, Nyami Adubi Year 2026, and then things begin to align. Are you still at the top? So that is what Barca should look at. So now, yes, they've hit roadblock, but the focus is regrouping from Hansi Flick, get back to winning ways. February, March, April, thereabouts, is still you are in it. That is what matters for last season. Critical example was Paris Saint-Germain. At this point in time, they were struggling, but then of course went on to win the Champions League. So a lot of things can happen. Yeah, expectation Barca lineup now will look like this: Pau Kubasi, Juan Garcia, Eric Garcia, Ebo Echiorum, Christensen, Alejandro Balde, Casado, Dani Olmo, Frankie de Jong, Lamine Lewandowski, Rafinha. Looks like starting out. I think this is one of the bonus games for the weekend. And Barcelona winning over 1.5, Barcelona winning over 2.5 is expected, in my opinion. Mema Refi, say league, you're dropping to just 1 point between Madrid and its team friend Barcelona because of what happened to Football Club Real Madrid away at Elche the last time. This time, it's Girona. Which, have you seen Girona this time? Girona need Oviedo match about 3 weeks ago. They are struggling. But since that time, they were building some momentum, especially for their home games. They went down by 2 goals to down, and they came up to come and salvage a win. Was our matching him. So it's not a game that you write off them, especially also because since their Grand Clasico, Madrid performances have not been the best. They struggle, especially when they go away from home. And again, there are little issues that's going on between Xabi Alonso and Abrantia, your friend Vinny Jr. Which There's a school of thought that thinks that Xavi Alonso is not treating Vinicius Junior right. There's another school of thought that believes that Abel's friend Vinicius Junior should do better. I think that everything comes down to performances.
Is it not the media and I'm exaggerating him?
Oh, I don't think so.
I think the two they are good. Mm-hmm. They are cool. Ebi a yen central for now etiabonte no. Different.
Yeah.
Compared to that of Omumieno.
Oh, say any media no na Emma Vinicius Junior walking off the pitch e can say mo na no. Any media no say the man Xabi Alonso tina pre-match press conference e can say whatever he said.
Is it the first time coach be a change player? Now player na show that attitude.
No, but it's not. It's also not the first time. Coach in a pre-match press conference, fully the same thing. It's not the media that did that. You can do it and say, okay, me here. But he says that he will deal with it in the dressing room. There's something there. After the game, when Madrid went away to Olympiacos, where so Karim, Kylian Lutz and Mbappe, Babakacher said the team needs to stay united for one cause. It's not the media. Of course, it's important. Madrid is a winning club. Whatever Xabi Alonso will do to win, Madrid will support. In fact, in the next 3 months, if Xabi is winning and then tells Florentino Perez that Vini Jr. doesn't help his team, if they have to move on from him.
No, he is the boss.
Yeah.
It is a management of Real Madrid, no arm for man full supporter. We're losing the dressing room.
And that's what I'm saying that. But unless he is winning, when winning, yeah, Madrid will decide to stand by the players. It happens all the way.
So, if you say, for instance, we see Florentino Perez, no, I can't say, Openi, my dressing room will be cool. But this guy, Vinicius, all my problems. I'm the head. Me feel what man problems, or woman and cop.
But that's
dressing room, I make me a control.
But that's dependent
on result.
That is dependent on who coach now. Are you also giving us the results that we want? At this point in time, yes. Me on the side of Vinicius Junior, I think Vini has to focus on football, and I think it's a smart move from the last time Bekacho. So I strongly believe, Vini's agency are doing the smart thing. Let us put all contract conversations on hold. Deal with the football issues, because whether you like it or not, Vini is in a very precarious situation on a football career. At age 24, 25, or World Cup. Mbappe looks to have usurped everything that he even used to have a year ago as the main face of Real Madrid. 2, there is a newly burdened talent in the Brazilian national team that everybody is pushing. In America, when you go to Brazil, the journalists there are saying that he is the face of Brazilian football now. And so, then I'll be all of those things back, performances. So it is time for Vini to forget about whether he agrees with him. Say, or the 20 minutes, 30 minutes, forget about it. Oba, the time that you get, make it show. Once you do that, of course, you force the hands of a lot of people to start talking about you. Eduardo Camavinga was back in training. Franco Mastantuano, good one. Thibaut Courtois also good back in training for Team Friend Football Club, Real Madrid. And the bigger issue is the centre-back conversations there with Madrid. Raul Asensio looks like he will come back into the starting lineup with Dean Heights and Carreras, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Valverde, Chimeni, Gule, Vinicius Junior, Bellingham, and then Kylian Mbappe will lead the lines for them. Away at Girona, on Sunday, I expect Madrid to get a maximum point because I expect Barcelona will go on top of the Spanish La Liga. Atletico de Madrid are on a 5-game winning streak. Rich, fear against Oviedo, bad form. Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano. I expect them to they get a straight team. So hold them. So, and then on Saturday, 2 games I'm setting on AC Milan straight win, Barca straight win, also El Samachon, El Hodom. This is exactly how the Italian Serie A looks like. And Roma on top of the table, can't get see Gian Piero Gasperini, 27 points, AC Milan 25 points, Napoli 25. But there is a big game that's going to come up this weekend. And Ronaldo, Sheikh Fabregas, congratulations. Rich, about 12 games winning streak, 14 unbeaten for Sheikh Fabregas.
Como?
He has been good. And now Sassuolo, easy peasy cry, Eddie Martinez friend Como, and they've moved up on the Italian Serie A table, 24 points. A very, very good play from Tima, the friend Sheikh Fabregas. And now then crown here, 20 years, 22. And then AS Roma XFA, of course, this weekend, Sunday, up against Team Freno, Napoli. It's going to be a huge one. Gian Piero Gasperini versus Antonio Conte. Osha, Napoli are the only side in Europe's top 5 leagues yet to lose a home game in 2025. I know for sure. Say Antonio Conte in the match at Fiere, they will definitely get a job done for team your friend of Napoli against team friend Roma. Then AC Milan are playing against Lazio. It's a double chance AC Milan for me, or either team to win an over 1.5 or some matching. Which me sure say Ochina by the time we was how much you then your first versus second game. Because the Man City will leads. The City share and also about draw or back second. Most likely by the close of today, Chelsea will come to third or even fourth or even fifth. They can't come to fifth, but then within the top 4 they'll come. So it is a big game for Chelsea. But at this point in time, first versus second, Arsenal and Chelsea. It's all in Maresca. Are you going for the win? Or you are managing the game? Are you going for a draw? Let's stay in the season, a long season. Like Luis Enrique Cano. You can match. Last season, Chelsea dropped 8 points, losses many at the other. Are you preventing that or a full throttle if you say Barca, you can say Arsenal?
I've heard pundits, former players, or Chelsea or Mukasu. I'm going to say, Enzo Maresca, and now send your opportunity to meet
Maresca.
The man and come catch as a game. No, Monko say. And yes, I did.
Pressure, a
lot of pressure about Tonoso to win at the Premier League. I'm reason is here. I'm so say Chelsea in penny for the catch and say top 4 no mope. Qualify the team in Kobo Champions League. But I don't think say Maresca as a coach or 2 Mrs. Yes, targeted the man say top 4 of Yejinem. But the league never down.
No, opportunity barrier is
yeah. An opportunity you are talking about first and second.
If you can beat Arsenal, beat them.
To be Arsenal league, you know,
3 points.
Who should bet me a GB? And me, Sansan Metia, and sound of funny. Say Chelsea Kwasha, and the pressure about 2 because amount for Becca said,
is it also in Conformo Casaro? They are saying that off the back of the issue, say Chelsea team are young. One of the issues about young teams, inconsistencies, which Chelsea have shown this season and the last season, and also the inability to manage the pressure of a 38 game league competition. Is that not where they are also talking for? Okay, Utimi are young. Rather, instead of going full throttle to chase the league, garner the experience. So bet me second, bet me third, comfortably top 4, take it, and then come again next season. When you've improved your centre back area, and then you can really say, okay, in the 3rd season, we are going after the league.
But Vienna football, you started season now, you will think we are more picking them.
Yeah.
You do Fifi and no chance yet.
Yeah.
Obviously, I do Fifi and no picky.
Yeah.
Obviously, the latter part of year season no picky.
Yeah.
It might also be say, maybe a Chelsea team started season because of the FIFA club or car being used near the internet. Net team into picky.
Yeah.
Now that injured players in national says on mobile back team need picky.
Yeah.
And Ebia at this point, Chelsea basically we need the Premier League. Me Saturday night they 2 Chelsea teams say, oh, team near young. Mom question Arsenal. And yes, our pressure by bombs. I disagree 100%.
Okay.
A league now,
so
fine. One year, you move on.
Take it and go.
That's it.
I think
so what is happening? Share boys in the team. Okay. So the Arsenal game no guy say yeah question. I mean, yeah bad.
Say Chelsea team edge league now. I mean, I don't even believe say because I say we say Chelsea team because
it's a league near, but wait me aje.
Well, but 2 years ago, it's a because which I can permit for studio. 1 year ago.
That is 2 years ago.
No, but
things has changed.
No, what I'm saying is that it speaks to how far Chelsea have come.
Okay.
And that is why you can sit in your chair and say that if Chelsea get the opportunity, they should take it. And I agree because what is the guarantee? I know that there are a lot of systems and models that data people and analysts to look at and say that okay, because of what you did last season, there is a probability so we can in the next season. But again, what is the guarantee? Say Kopama in next season. Say Caicedo in next season. Say Enzo Fernandez in next season. Say Kukure in next season to affect the team from winning the league next season. Even when we think that per the model they are matured. So if you can take it, and I agree with you 100% on that score. Rich, match why not press that also? Is it Arsenal or Chelsea?
Both.
say pressure ni Arsenal so or 6 points clear. Last week, Man City and winning.
Arsenal be person be game atwim.
Now got the corner 9. But the pressure is imagine say last week, Man City winning here. Because Man City so at 3 points. Because Obi and the league in command, they know that Man City is the team that can really close in on Arsenal. As it stands now, when you look at the table, Arsenal have 29 points, Man City have 22. 7 points difference, 2 losses and a draw. So they are at a place where they can breathe a little bit. I think that whilst Enra in Enzo Maresca pre-match press conference, he tried to take the pressure away from his boys. The pressure is on Chelsea. Adintia, Chelsea are playing at home at the Stamford Bridge. Chelsea have not won against Arsenal in a very, very long time. Look at this. 2021-2022, Arsenal have shared Chelsea 4-2 Stamford Bridge. 2022-2023, Arsenal have shared Chelsea 1-0 Stamford Bridge. 2022-2023, Arsenal shared Chelsea 3-1 Emirates. 2023-2024, Stamford Bridge 2-2. 23-24, 5-0 Emirates. 24-25, 1-1 Stamford Bridge. 24-25, last season 1-0 Emirates. It's Maresca can you say ono kra ba ro bodo ba ko lusu ba ko ni predecessors ni e show mo sa but uko London Chelsea boys even in Ghana there was some level of arrogance that make them feel like they are better than Arsenal as a club. You can agree to an extent because Arsenal have not won the league since 2004. That is well over a decade. For Chelsea, they won the Champions League recently. They've won the league as far back as 2019 thereabouts. So it's a team that knows how to win it. But even with that and per the standards of Chelsea, this is bad. And that is why I believe strongly that there is some pressure on Chelsea to go into this game and win. And all will flee. So there is a lot of pressure on Chelsea to manage the game, get the results. And I don't like to say this, but this is going to be a test of Enzo Maresca. Because whether you like it or not, Barcelona are not on the level of Arsenal. Barcelona are on the ball, off the ball. They are not a better team than Arsenal. Especially without the ball defensively. Arsenal are a much more solid team, well drilled, better organized. From whether open play or set play, that is a better team than Football Club Barcelona. So whether or not Chelsea were better against Barcelona, this will demand something else. Which, like we were saying, the biggest problem of the Chelsea team is about inconsistencies. Chelsea are shape Burnley, shape Barcelona. Is it not normal that they will lose this game? They are new with Chelsea who any the inconsistencies of the game that they start playing now. And I like what Jamie Floyd-Hasenbeck said yesterday on Sky. Or say, can Chelsea do it 2 times in a row? I think that is what we really tell Obias, okay, we've come of age. Cole Palmer no niho, Levi Cole niho. In a week where people thought, okay, Barcelona will come and give us a bloodbath at Stamford Bridge. And Arsenal will come and finish it off for Stamford Bridge, you know. Yashe Barca, Yashe Arsenal, or we prevented a defeat against Arsenal. That for me will become a bigger one. Who share the 2 teams now, Rich? Chelsea has 23 goals, Arsenal has 24. They are 2 of the highest top 3 most goals scored in the season, this season. Now, this data will tell us the perfect difference between Chelsea and Arsenal. Who share open goals from open play. Chelsea has 14 from open play. Arsenal has 12 from open play. What it means is that, and it also backs the point why Chelsea follow better expected goals than Arsenal follow. They create more chances from open play. They are much more transitional in terms of the threats and generating artificial ones as well. Rich, who's your clean sheets are? About your friend Robert Sanchez, that was 6. David Ryan was 7. All goals conceded, that is the difference. Chelsea have conceded 11. Arsenal have conceded nearly half of what Chelsea have conceded. So that tells you that Arsenal are much more defensively solid than that. Which only say in terms of set piece. Teams to me are the highest number of set piece goals scored this season.
Okay.
So it is also very clear that they also score more from set plays, and it may have a huge stacks in terms of a match now, and because for the 2 teams now, and because and it is very, very important for the last 3 games at Chelsea have, with a centre back pair of Wesley Fofana and Trevor Chalobah, Chelsea are keeping 3 clean sheets. So Chelsea will need to find a way to get a branch friend Trevor Chalobah, and on the starting lineup possibly, it makes me worry a lot Arsenal have failed to keep a clean sheet in the last 3 games of the English Premier League. Every game Arsenal going to they concede. Right, this is another one. Arsenal were the best away record. Chelsea were the best home record. Yeah. Arsenal were the best away record. Chelsea were the best home record.
Okay.
But Rich, Arsenal were the best. Chelsea were the best away record. Arsenal also joined points in terms of points for away record. But when Chelsea ends in FIA bar, that's why they lose a lot of points.
Okay.
Into which are Sunderland, Brighton, and Wolverhampton, all of those teams, Chelsea drop points against them. Then be Enzo Maresca see the problem is with the players know when they manage their fans when they are playing at Stamford Bridge, and he needs to do with it. You know, Mikel Arteta can't be. I found it very intriguing. A global game with tactical board this year. Also, you just have to watch the game they played against Barcelona to understand how difficult and tough it would be, and what a good team Chelsea are. According to Mikel Arteta, the quality of Chelsea for no. Omubisa Enzo Maresca about whether or not he's in a title charge. Maresca said, then again, we are at the end of November, so it's too early. And it's going to be an important one. As part of the battles that will go on in the game, there's obviously going to be this. Declan Rice, Moises Caicedo. And Mikacho said, Declan Rice Caicedo was on an interview where he described Moy as a full-blown 6 and he as an 8. In the game against Barcelona, Moy played as an 8. Declan also every day has been playing as an 8. It's the modern day game, and midway film. You were asking Manchester United fans, why is it that they be say Bruno Fernandes, you have been doing for top players and the DM regardless of the output, and yet will be our fault. And you said some, which is about the team performance, which in the modern game, team be a elbow ball has a double pivot. Team be a Paris Saint-Germain, Joao Neves, Vitinha. Sometimes it is 3. Barcelona, 2 6s that are playing as 2 8s, depending on when they are on the field of play. You go to Man City. When Rodri was fit, it was Rodri, Nico Gonzalez who has improved. Again, you come to Arsenal. Martin Ibanez will be Mendy, Declan Rice, Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo. All of them. You realize that depending on where they are born, they have different roles that they play on the field of play. But essentially, and then from a nominal point of view, a double pivot once a year. Which for Manchester United, the double pivot you are talking about, Bruno Fernandes, who is a 10, only 8 crowd, and then number 6 no, in a week, what boy just 7 tables will make me about Casemiro when you need. Because we need legs, no. It was a Bruno bet me one match goals, but the same Bruno will make sure United will concede 2 goals without the ball. And these are some of the issues which the battle of Moises Caicedo and our branch friend Declan Rice and be very, very interesting.
Hold on. The other game.
I was saying.
31.
Hey.
31.
Was it? Who the main in your habitat fail?
Bending. Me only habitat fair.
Yes, only. To build the bars around it. So we build the bars.
Oh yeah.
Let's get good bars. Which, if I get a draw, I'll take it away.
You create talkability.
Rich, if I get a draw, I'll take it away.
Okay. Open draw.
See me draw because Rich, on paper, Arsenal a better team.
Okay. Arsenal
a better team than Chelsea. Can Chelsea win the game? Yes, but see me draw.
Okay.
I'll be fine with it. I mean, but just the Man United game.
Palace.
Any you know, now Umesha Palace, Anna.
I think.
Hey, what can you crow?
Oh yeah.
What can you say? There's a farmer.
As I'm honest.
I see the part. How to do red card? They do red card. The child there across and see watch it. Yeah. It is there. You got to bed you.
Some person games we say yetimi cause oh you be sure. It depends on our result.
Yeah. Liverpool are going away.
That roller coaster result no the money there. I think.
Liverpool are going away to the London Olympic Stadium.
What's time nyadi?
But and the new spirit omo pick you.
Yes, omo shall say picking kakaka there. But I think this Liverpool team away double chance. Me nka so mbehye.
Me for munka bibia kra ho. Me omo dey aye me last week Wednesday almost say bibia nti no. Me I put them. I expect Man City to win it. So who team I mean the coach I expect Man City to win against Leeds United. Of course, for any matches, no Brentford, no Burnley. I expect a straight win for Brentford. But again, to be very, very careful with this. No, I need that team to win and over 1.5. The other games, talents around the now person with the mount. My member boss Marich. These are the codes. Michelle Ocean will insure TV or YouTuber. And would be out here one else will be making sure so about no take a screenshot. UTA radio studio me body amount. Rich first one a BW 24CC3F92. That is the first code. Second one a BW 24BF46FE. And a second one. Third one a BW 24BF1F49. That is the third one. Fourth one a BW24BF0D9E. And the last one a BW24BEFA3A. Yeah, bumpire say ready. And to greens in Gusumai. Na enye am I say no of him baba all of him say greens baba.
Oh yeah, greens baba. Me pan so bi obetwa bet bia.
Onio.
Na me mani ni. Kun mu mo den. Ne me mo den. Okay. Yen fence you na best man ko so bempire la ento so my